Harry and Meghan plan to rebound from this latest flop with another tour of Australia. A spokesperson
From London to Sydney, the royal alarm bells are screaming at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 13th, 2026. The British monarchy has hit a brutal pressure point, and right in the centre of it sits Meghan Markle's controversial appearance at the so-called Besties Retreat in Australia. Critics are calling the move a cold commercial play, a title-powered cash grab, and another major rupture in the Sussex relationship with the Crown. Before we get into the reported sanctions, Prince William is pushing behind palace doors. Hit the like button and subscribe, because this story is moving fast, and the next update may be even messier. The drama exploded over the last 24 hours. At 10:30 p.m. last night, reports claimed that a Change.org petition signed by furious Australian citizens had passed the major 100,000 signature mark. The message from the land down under could not be clearer. Not $1 of taxpayer money should support the private business interests of Harry and Meghan. Public anger has sharpened because attendees are reportedly being asked to pay as much as $3,200 Australian dollars for access, proximity, and the chance to appear near Meghan in a group photo. To many critics, this does not look like charity, service, or royal duty. It looks like prestige being rented out by the hour. The comparisons to Sarah Ferguson are already flying, but this time, commentators say the situation feels colder and more polished. Sarah Ferguson's money scandals were often described as messy and desperate, while Meghan's role in this Australian retreat is being viewed as a professional attempt to turn a royal title into a luxury sales tool. She is not being marketed simply as Meghan Markle, former actress or lifestyle founder. She is being presented as the Duchess of Sussex, and that is exactly what has reportedly pushed Prince William past his limit. Sources close to the Prince of Wales claim he spent the early hours of the morning speaking with senior legal advisors about how far the palace can go. In one reported private exchange at 5 a.m., William was said to have made his position plain. The monarchy is a service, not a billboard for hire. He reportedly argued that anyone who walks away from the duties of the crown should not keep cashing in on the perks, status, and profit that come with the royal name. William is no longer asking for better behaviour, he is demanding a clean line. We are told a formal diplomatic memo was sent to the Australian Home Affairs Department only hours ago, stating that the Mountbatten-Windsor's visit is strictly a private commercial venture, not a royal tour. That single label changes everything. No government-funded motorcades, no high-level diplomatic welcomes, no official royal treatment, and most importantly, no state-funded security tied to royal status. For Harry and Meghan, the emotional hit is savage because Australia was once their stage of triumph. Back in 2018, they were warmly received in Sydney and Melbourne. But on March 13th, 2026, the mood has flipped hard. They are returning to a country where 100,000 people have publicly rejected the idea of taxpayer support and accused them of using royal shine for private gain. The dream of half-in, half-out royalty now looks like isolation with a luxury invoice attached. The contrast between the brothers is brutal. While Meghan is linked to manifestation sessions and gala-style access costing thousands, Prince William spent his morning at a Commonwealth briefing focused on the cost of living crisis and housing initiatives. His camp wants the public to see one clear message. William treats his title like a duty owed to the people, while Harry and Meghan are being accused of treating theirs like a debt the public owes them. Royal commentator Brittany from the Royal News Network has been vocal about that divide. She has argued that the only reason these expensive appearances can exist is the royal connection. Without the Duchess of Sussex title, critics say the event would struggle to justify that price tag. The commercial pressure around the Sussex brand has only made the optics worse. After their Netflix and Spotify chapters failed to deliver the lasting empire many expected, this retreat is being framed as a financial necessity wrapped in royal packaging. That is why the question now cuts so deep. Is Prince William right to push for the titles to be restricted or removed? By 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time, the crisis had entered a sharper phase. Palace insiders began describing what they called William's steel strike strategy. The Prince of Wales is not just speaking through statements, he is reportedly building a legal and diplomatic wall around Harry and Meghan's ability to operate like royal light celebrities on the world stage. Sources close to the palace claim William has authorised a multi-level effort to make the Australian visit a warning sign instead of a commercial win. The goal is simple: separate private business from public monarchy so clearly that no sponsor, official or government office can pretend this is a royal mission. A reconstructed account of a 7:45 a.m. call has now become the centre of the story. William reportedly spoke with a senior representative of the New South Wales government and said, "This is not a royal tour. This is a private commercial venture by two individuals who have explicitly rejected the responsibilities of this family. We expect no state honours, no public funding, and no official recognition. The dignity of the crown is not for sale at a Sydney retreat." That message reportedly rocked the Besties Retreat organising committee. Once the heir to the throne publicly and legally strips away the royal stamp, the entire event starts looking less like prestige and more like risk. Reports now claim two major corporate sponsors pulled back by 12:30 p.m. Sydney time, worried about being tied to the grifter label that has spread through the Petition and media chatter. This is where the Sarah Ferguson comparison becomes even more damaging. Fergie's past controversies were often painted as chaotic attempts to survive financially, but critics say Meghan's Australian appearance feels more strategic. They argue it is not just access being sold, but the aura of an institution she and Harry repeatedly criticised. William's response appears designed to remove the brand value at the root. If Harry and Meghan want to live in California and sell lifestyle courses, speeches, retreats, or luxury access, insiders say William believes they are free to do so, but they should do it as private citizens, not as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. For Harry, the rejection cuts deep. Australia was once one of the strongest symbols of his royal popularity, but now he risks returning as part of a private venture disowned by his own family. Instead of a hero's welcome, he faces a country asking why public resources should support a paid access event. By 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the Sussex brand appeared to be sliding into a full public relations disaster. What began as a high-priced Sydney retreat has turned into a symbol of royal rejection, with the 100,000 signature petition reportedly landing on the Prime Minister's desk and the financial fallout growing by the hour. The roles in this drama have hardened. Harry and Meghan are being cast by critics as the couple who tried to treat royal status like a private ATM, while Prince William is being framed as the man finally saying enough. To supporters of the monarchy, this is not personal revenge. It is the future king protecting the crown from being turned into a luxury logo. The psychological blow to Meghan Markle is intense. For years, she has presented herself as someone harmed by palace tradition, yet this retreat has given her critics a fresh weapon. While she is linked to sessions and dinners priced at thousands, the public backlash paints the entire project as tone-deaf and out of touch. A final reconstructed consultation reportedly took place at 10:15 a.m. between Prince William and the King's senior counsel. Insiders claim William's voice was calm but hard as steel when he stated, "This is not about family. This is about the survival of the crown. We cannot allow the honours of the United Kingdom to be sold like tickets to a poolside disco. If they wish to be private citizens in California, they must relinquish the right to represent this name. The bill has come due, and we are no longer paying it." Now, the consequences are no longer just whispers. As of 12:45 p.m, reports across Australian media claim the Besties Retreat has lost more than 60% of its corporate sponsorship. William's steel strike did exactly what it was meant to do. By stripping the Sydney event of official royal recognition and forcing the Sussexes to face their own multi-million-dollar security costs, he has turned the trip from a flashy comeback into a financial trap. Critics like Brittany from the Royal News Network have pointed to the bigger failure here. Meghan Markle had a chance to follow the path of real royal entrepreneurs, women like Princess Madeleine of Sweden or Marie Chantal of Greece, who built real businesses with real products and serious structure. Instead, critics say Meghan chose the fast money route, trading on a title she has repeatedly claimed brought her pain. This morning, Prince William did not just protect the monarchy. He protected the future. He made it clear that the House of Windsor will not be used as a backdrop for influencer clicks, luxury retreats, or paid access branding. As the Sussexes sit inside their $16 million mansion facing debt rumours and a damaged global reputation, the message from Kensington Palace sounds sharp and simple. The theatre is closed. The grift is over, and the cosplay tour has reached its final stop. Now we enter the final hour of this special live broadcast on Friday, March 13th, 2026. The clock has struck 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and a new confirmation is shaking royal circles. Prince William's steel strike has reached its final objective, the commercial and diplomatic isolation of Harry and Meghan. The Sydney Besties retreat was once framed as a multi-million-dollar comeback for Meghan Markle. Now, it has shifted from a luxury event into a financial and reputational graveyard. For a retreat built on sparkle, access, and royal association, the shine has been ripped away in public. If you have followed this breaking news cycle with us, thank you for the support. Before we reveal the private remark from Prince William that is now trending across the globe, hit that like button one more time. If you believe this day marks a new era of integrity for the royal family, subscribe right now and type "the end" in the comments if you think the Sussexes have finally run out of chances. The money problem for the Mountbatten Windsors is now brutal. As of 3 p.m. Sydney time, the Australian government has publicly reaffirmed the directive pushed by Prince William. Because the trip is being classified as strictly private and commercial, the official security bill, estimated at more than $5 million, will not be covered by public money. For a couple whose entertainment deals have already faced major public setbacks, this is a heavy hit. William has basically called their bluff. If Harry and Meghan want to play royal for a $3,200 ticket price, then they must pay for that fantasy themselves. We have received a report of a final private conversation between Prince William and a close confidant at 1:45 p.m. today. According to the voiceover reconstruction, William sounded like a man who had stopped grieving the loss of a brother and started thinking like a king. He reportedly said, "Legacy is not a product to be sold in a gift shop. It is a burden to be carried for the people. Today, we have ensured that the heritage of my mother and my grandmother can no longer be used as collateral for a Sydney bank account. The boundary has been restored." The psychological impact of this day is permanent. The grifter label, once whispered across social media, has now been pushed into history by more than 100,000 Australian citizens. Meghan Markle's attempt to present herself as a woman who has endured endless unfairness has been rejected by a public that now sees the price tags, the VIP packages, and the royal branding attached to it all. People are no longer buying the image of a suffering Duchess. Critics now see a calculated figure trying to sell access to the crown while standing outside the system that gave her that title in the first place. In contrast, Prince William ends this Friday as the clear protagonist of the House of Windsor. While the Sussexes were reportedly finalising gala seating charts and paid access optics, William was seen leaving a meeting with Commonwealth leaders focused on the real struggles of ordinary families. He has shown that the monarchy does not need manifestation sessions. It needs service, discipline, and people willing to carry the weight of duty. Royal commentator Brittany says this is the final collapse of the half-in, half-out fantasy. Harry and Meghan wanted the titles for the paycheck, but William has made sure those titles now come with a bill they cannot dodge. The Besties retreat was meant to be Meghan's Australian triumph. Instead, it has become her Waterloo. As this report moves toward its close, the world is watching a House of Windsor that looks stronger, leaner, and more disciplined than it has in years. Prince William has drawn the line, and for Harry and Meghan, the curtain has finally fallen on the cosplay tour. By 5 p.m. Eastern Time on this monumental Friday, March 13th, 2026, the sun is beginning to set on one of the most chaotic chapters in the modern history of the House of Windsor. What unfolded over the last several hours was not just a diplomatic disagreement, it was the global collapse of the Sussex brand in real time. As final reports come in from London and Sydney, the reality for Harry and Meghan has shifted from commercial struggle to something far more serious. Prince William's steel strike has cut the link between the dignity of the British monarchy and the influencer-style world Meghan Markle tried so hard to build around herself. The wreckage around the Besties retreat is now being counted. As of 6 p.m. Sydney time, reports suggest the event has nearly imploded, with corporate sponsors backing away after William's disavowal and more than 100,000 Australians signing the petition against public funding. The luxury retreat has been stripped of its royal magic, and without that shine, the price tag looks exposed. Insiders at the Sydney hotel claim Meghan Markle is furious behind closed doors. The harsh reality is setting in. The Duchess title no longer opens every checkbook. Kensington Palace has now confirmed one final decisive move that may echo through royal history. Under Prince William's direct advice, King Charles has reportedly authorised a formal clarification of status regarding the 2020 agreement. This is the legal hammer many royal watchers have been waiting for. It clearly blocks the use of royal titles for commercial gain, manifestation workshops, or lifestyle product sales. William has effectively turned the Duchess of Sussex title into a historical label, something that may be held but not sold. We have received a reconstruction of a private conversation between Prince William and King Charles at 4:30 p.m. today. According to the report, William was firm that the monarchy must belong to the people, not to the highest bidder. William reportedly said, "The era of the royal grift is officially over. We have shown today that the crown is a symbol of duty, not a marketing tool for a Sydney weekend. My brother and his wife chose to walk away, and today we have finally closed the door they left behind. Service is the only currency that matters in this house. The fallout for Harry and Meghan is now severe and lasting. For years, they seemed to rely on the idea that the world would always stay hooked on the drama of the rebel royals. But on March 13th, 2026, the Australian public sent a different message. More than 100,000 citizens did not just sign a petition. They signed a declaration that the old spell had broken. They looked at the $3,200 VIP packages, the manifestation sessions, and the luxury retreat branding, and they collectively said, "We see through you." Meghan Markle's narrative of being a victim has now been replaced by the image of an antagonist, someone accused of trying to monetize a family she spent years publicly attacking. Prince William ends this historic day as the undisputed defender of the British monarchy. While Harry and Meghan were reportedly scrambling to save a failing business venture, William was seen focused on the housing initiatives and cost of living solutions he has championed for years. He is now being framed as the true protagonist of the Windsor story. The brother who stayed, the son who served, the future king who finally had the nerve to protect the crown from those accused of selling royal prestige for a poolside photo op. And now, the consequences are permanent. Major talent agencies in Hollywood are reportedly reassessing their relationship with the Sussexes tonight, worried that the steel strike has made them commercially toxic. Without palace backing, and with the grifter label now cemented in public conversation, the Sussex brand is facing a financial black hole. The multi-million-dollar security bills, the luxury lifestyle, and the $16 million mansion now sit on a shaky foundation that Prince William has just washed away. The message from Kensington Palace feels absolute. The theatre is closed. The cosplay tour has reached its final stop. For Harry and Meghan, the titles they clung to for profit have become heavy reminders of what they walked away from. Prince William has drawn the line in the sand, and the world has chosen which side it stands on. By 8 p.m. London time on Friday, March 13th, 2026, the royal landscape had changed completely. As the sun set over the Thames and the story exploded across Sydney, the world woke up to one brutal truth. This was not ordinary palace drama. It was a constitutional earthquake triggered by Prince William's steel strike. The Sydney Besties retreat was supposed to launch a new era of Sussex influence. Instead, it has become the tombstone of their royal credibility. Kensington Palace did not send a soft warning. It delivered a full disavowal that left Harry and Meghan facing global isolation they clearly did not expect. If you have followed every breaking update of this marathon broadcast, your support has been vital. This is the moment where the truth finally caught up with the narrative. Before we reveal the final statement from Prince William's office about the future of the Sussex titles, hit that like button one final time. Subscribe right now and type "Stay strong, William" in the comments if you believe the steel strike protected the late Queen's legacy. The financial fallout is immediate and brutal. As of 9 p.m. Sydney time, Australian financial analysts estimate that cancelled corporate sponsorships for the Besties retreat have cost more than $4 million in potential revenue. But the deeper cost is worse. By stripping the event of official status and forcing the Sussexes to carry the estimated $5 million security bill themselves, William has turned the Duchess brand into a liability. Reports from Hollywood are adding another layer to the disaster. Several major brands that were reportedly in talks for a lifestyle partnership with Meghan have suspended negotiations as of 4 p.m. California time. The grifter label, backed by more than 100,000 Australian petitioners, has become a commercial warning sign. Kensington Palace insiders have shared a final reconstruction of a conversation that reportedly took place at 7:45 p.m. between Prince William and a senior member of the King's household. The voiceover report describes William as a leader who has moved past betrayal and stepped fully into duty. William was reportedly heard saying, "We spent years trying to bridge the gap, but today the public drew the line for us. You cannot claim to manifest a better world while selling the dignity of a 1,000-year-old institution for a group photo. The boundary between service and celebrity is now a wall. They chose their path, and today we ensured they cannot walk both sides ever again. The grift is over." The psychological impact on the Sussexes is heavy. For Meghan Markle, who has long positioned herself as the lead character in a story of survival, being cast as the antagonist by a Commonwealth nation is a crushing reversal. The public did not just reject a retreat. They rejected the idea that a royal title should be traded like a luxury coupon. While Meghan remains behind closed doors in her $16 million mansion, Prince William ends this Friday as the guardian of the British taxpayer. While the Sussexes were reportedly debating gala dinner seats and VIP access, William was shaping a strategy designed to make sure no other nation is expected to fund their private celebrity ventures again. March 13th, 2026 will be remembered as the day the monarchy stopped playing defence and started moving with force. The steel strike has already set a precedent across the Commonwealth. Officials in Ottawa have reportedly reached out to Kensington Palace for a briefing on new, strictly private citizen protocols for the Mountbatten Windsors. The loophole that allowed Harry and Meghan to monetize their royal connection while criticising the family has been welded shut by the future king. No more blurred lines. No more paid glamour dressed up as service. No more pretending a private retreat carries the weight of public duty. Critics such as Brittany from the Royal News Network have stressed that the failure of the Australian retreat is not just a marketing failure. It is being framed as a failure of judgment. Meghan Markle tried to follow the cash for access road linked to Sarah Ferguson, but in an age of total transparency, the public saw through the packaging. They saw past the manifestation talk, the sound healing, and the luxury branding. What they saw instead was an attempt to charge ordinary women $3,200 for proximity to a title that no longer carries official weight. And once the public saw it clearly, the illusion broke. As we close this historic day of reckoning, the world is watching a House of Windsor that looks sharper and more disciplined than it has in decades. Prince William has shown that the future of the crown belongs to those who carry duty, not those who treat it as an influencer perk. For Harry and Meghan, the curtain has finally closed on the Duchess of Sussex commercial empire. The theatre is empty, the sponsors are gone, the royal shine has been stripped away, and the steel strike is complete. Do you agree that today marks the beginning of a stronger royal family? Should King Charles make the steel strike permanent by moving to strip the titles legally on Monday morning? We need your voice. Like this video, leave your comment below, and subscribe for every breaking royal update coming this weekend. Thank you for joining us on this historic journey. The era of royal grifting is finished. Good night from London, Sydney, and the Royal News Network. Like, comment, and subscribe.